Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get an ex back. And today I want to answer the question of what will make your ex come back. In order for your ex to come back, they have to feel something. What is it that they have to feel? Well, I'm about to tell you. But first, I want to welcome back the No Contact Army. Have you been a good little soldier or a bad little soldier? And if you've been a good little soldier, then I know that you've downloaded the Silencio app and that you've left a review, right? And if you too would like to join the No Contact Army, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and you're in. And to read the No Contact Army manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com, where you can read 2 free chapters before purchasing the book. Okay, so one of the questions that my clients always ask me is, will my ex come back? And the answer to that is determined by how they feel about you. That's why trying to talk them into coming back never works. Did you have to talk them into dating you initially in the beginning? I doubt that. I hope not. So what makes you think that you can now talk them into not breaking up with you? You're trying to use logic. You're trying to use words to change their minds. And people date because of how it makes them feel, not because of how it makes them think. There's not a lot of logic when it comes to dating and love. So save your dignity and save your self-respect and stop trying to talk them into it. You need to change how they feel. If they broke up with you, it's because your interest level went below 50. And in order to get it above 50, there's something that they need to feel, which I am going to reveal in this video. And the person who came up with the concept of interest level is Doc Love. You may have heard me mention him before, and several things actually that I often mention I learned from him. Also, I learned that complaining is the equivalent of begging. So I would strongly urge you to check out his book. The link is below every video. I've made a deal with his business partner to sell the book for the lowest price online. So if you're looking to learn more about dating, to up your game, to get back in the dating game, it's a great resource. It's written for men, but you know what? I think women should read it too. I mean, I read it and it's helped me tremendously. Okay, so let me tell you a story that's going to illustrate what your ex needs to feel. So I have a friend, or I had a friend, and last year he disappeared in August, and I never heard from him again. I tried calling him, texting him, emailing, smoke signals, nothing. And we hadn't had a fight. In fact, our last conversation was really, really great. And so I have no idea what happened. A few days after our last conversation, I texted him because I had to go into the hospital unexpectedly and said, hey, I'm in the hospital, call me back. And I didn't hear from him. And I thought, well, that's weird. I mean, usually if a friend tells you they're in the hospital, you, of course, contact them right away and go, what's wrong? Are you okay? Nothing. And I have seen that he's no longer on certain social media. He just totally disappeared. And in these months following the ghosting, we'll call it, many times I've felt that I wish we were still in contact. I wish I had valued him more. I wish I hadn't taken him for granted the few times that I did. Not very often, but I think we all tend to take people for granted here and there. And I thought, wow, if he was back in my life, I would never take him for granted. I was always really cherish him and treat him really well because I see the value that he had in my life. I already knew the value, but I sometimes forgot or didn't care, and that's the times when I took him for granted. But it wasn't that often. It wasn't a bad friendship. It was a great friendship. And this happened many times. It didn't just happen once. It happened many, many times that I thought, oh, I wish we were still in contact so I could tell him this. Oh, I wish we were still in contact so I could ask him this. And so I know that if he was back in my life, the relationship would be different. He did appear in a dream, and he appeared as a child. So I'm not a dream interpreter, but my thought was, oh my God, he died, and now he's reincarnated as a baby. I don't know. That was my thought. But if there are any private investigators out there who would like to help me find him, I would appreciate it. So that is the feeling that your ex needs to feel. If they don't miss you, if they don't feel your absence, if they don't see your value, then they won't want you back. And the only way to miss you is for you to disappear and do no contact. They can't miss you if you're still around, obviously. They have to realize that their life is better with you than without you. That's what will make them come back. They're not going to forget you. Don't worry. People are always worried, oh my God, if I do no contact, my ex is going to disappear. No, that's just your fear talking, your low self-esteem, your low self-worth. They're not forgetting you, okay? In fact, if you disappear and do no contact, they'll be thinking about you even more because they'll be wondering, wait, where'd he go? Where'd she go? I thought he would at least beg to get back with me. So they will be thinking of you, and as time goes by and they miss you week after week, month after month, they will reach out. They can't just miss you one time. That's not going to work. They need to miss you on a continuous basis like I did with my friend and think, oh, I wish I could share this with her. I wish I could share this with him, and see that they would be better off having you in their life. Okay? So if you have any questions or comments, please put them below, and I will, of course, try to respond. If you would like my help to get your ex back, go to theartoflove.net. The direct link is below. If this video has been helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to a podcast, please rate and review. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.